Hey everybody, this is Flab the Exit and welcome to what will be my final video of Blank Dream. Now, we have done both characters separately, and what I've done now is just done both of these characters together without visiting any of the cells of either Tamaki's or Rinzou's. So you can see they got different dialogue now. What I'm going to do, folks, is be right back. Wait, first of all, there's something else I need to seek out first, and that is within the realm of greenery. Because there was a teddy bear there as well, and I remember there being a fireplace in here. Not this way. There's a fire. Now that we've got enough light, we can also go into the fireplace here as well. Looking closer, there's a ladder. Yes. Oh, hello. Another sort of realm here. There's a marvellous painting in the box. Mishiro took the painting, surprised by the thickness of the frame. Mishiro got a night portrait. That door looks a bit suspicious. There are metal fixtures to display something on. But then again, they all look like armors, so... The Western sword. Marvelous, each of an armor, a marvelous shield. This door looks suspicious. Ah, there you go. The mirror shows someone's reflection. It's certainly not her, yet Mishiro felt she can see in it. Okay, let's look in this mirror then. Oh yeah, because it does say within the walkthrough that there is someone else's mirror within this world. And it's of somebody else's. And it's likely the girl that Yuzi has affections with. After that talk about taking a trip together, so this was your goal. Trips are necessary for resting your body and mind, you know. And the kids seem to have fun today too. They're snoozing away now. A good thing for you, isn't it? So, Tamaki, wouldn't you consider it? Drop it, please. UTSURO is my child. But says she told me how you've been seeing the shadow of your father in UTSURO lately. Sishi, you told him that? Sorry, but you've looked so frayed lately. He knows the situation, so I just thought I should talk to him about it. Tamaki, the biggest load on your mind. It's art, isn't it? UTSURO is 8 now. From now on, she's going to be drawing more at school. How about leaving UTSURO with your mother until she's old enough to take this calmly? It'll be fine. If her mother can't protect her, then who will? I suppose you're right, Tamaki, but it feels like you'll collapse at this rate. What'll happen to Ayato then? Nobody's perfect. You don't need to carry everything alone, especially considering your burdens are much heavier than most. But still, I still want to hold out. I don't want to break up this family of 4. Tamaki, Shinji, Chika. I'll support Tamaki as much as I can. Let me try just a little longer. Sishi, if the two of you insist, then I won't stop you. But just keep in mind, Tamaki, you've already put in plenty of toil. So at least stop before it does you in. Right. Okay. We saw Yuzi's friend in the mirror there. Though it was unclear, Mishiro looked into the mirror. She could tell it was not her mirror, and yet what? And yet what? Okay. Fine. I'm marvelous shield. Do we need it anymore? No, I don't think we need it. Nice portrait. A galley at night holding a sword. It would look great on it. Oh, that's right. Because the knight itself is holding a sword. So it would not be appropriate for the knight portrait to be put on the wall anywho's. Because this here is a knight. That's his helmet up there. That's his shield. And that's his sword. Putting up a portrait would be useless. So the knight's portrait is just a clue as to what you need to do. Right. I figure things out like this. Hey. This way now. And now what we're going to be doing is traversing through Tamaki's cell and Rinzou's cell. So if there are any changes because of that piece of dialogue I've just witnessed, I will be putting that in the video. But if not, I will see you guys right back when these two delightful characters disappear. See you in a second. Oh, hello. Huh? You found a similar place past the mirror of Ryotara's memories. I see. Then you should go there first. What I have to say can wait. The little piece of different dialogue there. I wonder what I would say if it was the other way around. If I did Ryotara's first and then Yuzi's. It probably won't be worth doing. Shall we return to the usual place? Especially after Rinzou's story. I need to talk with you. What? Yuzi got her memories back too? Then it falls the story is coming to a close. Now let's return. I wonder if they both have a separate story. Or it's going to be the same either way. You think you can open this big door? Had no trouble with the one in the back of that realm. Surely you can open it if you put your mind to it. Ah, they both have nothing to say. Okay. Say, Mishiro, do you think you can open this door? You opened that other one, right? I'm sure this will open for you too. Okay, so it's just simple, go straight in. Open the large door. Yes. We shall finally fulfill the wishes of both of these individuals. Now, the next path for you to take is clear. You just ended up saving our butts this whole time, huh, Mishiro? Without you, that we would have found any mirrors. You have the right to know what I know. In fact, I want you to know. I need to talk with you. I know a thing or two about your parents. I need to tell you some things about who I am and why I'm here, and about Tamaki's daughter. Wait, who's this? That's Yuzi's friend. Stop. Don't meddle anymore. Give back my world. Run, you two, through the door. Now, it is chasing us. We'll talk later. Just run to somewhere we can hide. Okay. Okay, we're on a chase now. This is something very new. Yeah. This is a nice point. Looks like they've gone away for now. Nothing yet. Take a rest for... Okay, thank you, Spirit. Don't make a guy going on 30 run for it. I'm gonna die. Okay. Listen to Yuzi. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so this can only be done in this order. As we tried talking to Ryotaro, but we couldn't get an option to know who he probably was. Well, are we safe here? I don't sense her chasing us anymore. What in the world was that? I'm about to explain it. I know who that is. Say what? I'm Yuzi Hanasaki, a middle schooler who committed suicide at age 15 at Mirror Lake. The reason I killed myself was, to put it bluntly, to meet a girl I loved. Someone had killed her at Mirror Lake. It made me extremely sad. So I read all those books on black magic and killed myself to go to the afterlife. To die at the same place exactly a year later, it said that would work. I think it's a different place, a different afterlife than what the book meant, but ultimately I came to this world. But it seems there was something to be gained here. That girl, she always said that she was someone who shouldn't have existed. I always found it weird and wondered why it was, but I found out now. She was born between a girl and her own father. Between Tamaki and Rinzou her very birth was taboo. That shadow was UTSURO Hanahara. Even as she is, I can tell clearly, because my wish was to meet UTSURO one more time. UTSURO Hanahara, that's Ryotara's sister. But to look the way she does now, I wonder what the story is there. But I can't go away just yet. I need to talk to UTSURO more directly, or my wish won't be considered granted. Give it back. Let's get moving. We can't have a chat now, so run. Okay. Let's speed us up before the shadow chases us down. You will not get me. Oh my god, dead end. Dead end. Dead end. Oh my goodness, she's coming real close to me. That was a close one. Excellent. I'm reaching my limits. Let me rest for a little. Okay, Ryotaro's time. She's really stubborn, isn't she? If it were me, I'd have thrown in the towel after all that chasing. Listen to Ryotaro. Yes. Got it. Alright, let's begin. So it can only be done in this order. Did we outrun her? Seems so. I don't think she's giving chase. I think the goal is close by. I don't know what'll be up ahead, but I just want to get this out. I'm Ryotaro Shinguko, younger brother of Chika Yasui, Mishiro's mother, and subordinate to her dad, Shinji Yasui. Okay? I knew about you a while back on a New Year's card Sis sent to me. To be honest, I found you cute. Not exactly a romantic thing, of course. I was captivated by your latent beauty, I suppose. But when I asked my boss about you, I learnt you'd be glum and mopping as of late. And I know why. You injured someone in middle school, and Sis kept you shackled ever since. That's right. Anyways, my boss invited me over to your house, and I was obviously pumped to try and help you. It made me sad to imagine such a beautiful girl mopping around. He says it without a second of hesitation. No poking fun now. It's the end. Huh? But I died before it happened. We got caught in a fire in a building at work. A fire? Yes. I was with your father. After that, well, it even kind of surprised me. Partly by will, I became a soul and flew around to where you were, apparently. So for a year or so between my death and yours, my spirit was sort of haunting you. Oh, but I was hardly even conscious or anything. I just vaguely know that's what happened. For you see, ever since I saw your photo, I considered you someone beautiful and worth protecting. So even though death, I had the wish of getting to talk to you at least once. So that was your wish. So it was, thus it's been granted. By following you, I wound up in this world, and in this world, my unrealized wish came true. In fact, the moment I become aware of my wish, I felt I could free myself of this world any time. So you're going, well, I've come this far. I'd like to see out your story to the end. Mishiro, the harsh circumstances if you had, and the fact you're dead now, I don't feel like it's irrelevant to me. I can't say don't blame your parents, but I just want you to know I can't force you to understand or sympathise. But just know, your father worried over and regretted how he was spending less time with you. He wasn't just weighing you and the inheritance on a scale. Your mother was working with your father to obtain proof that Yasui fortune belonged to him. Maybe she failed to control her strength properly. Maybe she wasn't calm. But she had no ill will, I'm sure. I'm sure after the boss and I died, she endured the sorrow of losing her husband and brother and fought for her family. Your father and mother might have been clumsy, but they weren't cold-blooded. I just want you to know that. It's probably too late to say now, though. Let's go on ahead. This is a door you're able to open. I'm sure there's something important to you here. If you're telling me that, then where should my wish to erase my existence go? You've got both of these companions to support you with your decisions making. Now, will this be the final door? I wonder. My duty's been done. The rest is in your hands. If UTSURO'S chasing you, Mishiro, why in the world would she do that? Because I took her place as the ruler of this world. But then again, she broke herself before I arrived. This is important. Ayako? Huh? Hey, Ayato, why are you here? Because this soul is necessary for granting your wish. You again. Hello, me. So you successfully broke all the mirrors. Your wish will soon come true, and this world's purpose will be concluded. What do you mean? Well, hold for a second there. All the actors are here. Actors? Well, yeah, that thing. This mirror world revolves around you, Mishiro. You hold dominion over it. Once, a deceased girl wished at Mirror Lake. I wish my life never existed. It was a very strong wish, and to fulfill it, this mirror world was created. It was made solely to realize her wish. The other souls were just extras drawn into it. She should have granted her wish in this world she made, but she wasn't able to fulfill it, because she broke before she could. Just as she created this world, she lost everything, including her memories and her wish. So not knowing her purpose or who she was, she wandered this world and fell apart. That's in the past now. A concluded tale. Unable to achieve its goal, this world went on existing, sucking in souls who died near the lake with strong wishes. That was Yutsuro Hinahara. Yes, she wanders this world even now. Ayata's sister. Several years later, a girl threw herself into the lake. Amazingly, she had the same wish as the world's creator. So that this world could complete its duty, it chose a new soul to control it. And so since you carried the same wish, you became a new ruler, usurping the originator. The wish the world sought to grant stayed the same. Only the person in the centre of it was replaced. I was made the ruler of this world? The extra riffraff who felt jealousy towards you still see the broken originator as the rightful ruler. And maybe, broken though she may be, she's personally gotten in your way at times. Even so, you successfully broke all the mirrors without even wasting weeks or months being lost. You shattered and erased all remnants of you in the form of mirrors containing your past. Having recorded all your actions, I can attest to that. But it's not over yet. This boy's soul is absolutely necessary for total erasure of your life, because he's simply too significant to you. Without eradicating his soul, your life cannot be nullified, so is none other than you, who unconsciously bound his soul to this world, such that you could kill him by your own hand. You aren't telling me I have to kill Hayato. What's the problem? You may feel guilty for a second, but right after that, you will have never existed. Mishiro, you're still suffering. You do resemble my sister after all. Even as a soul, you have her same wish. If you kill me, you'll be free from your pain. Right after my death, your conflict will end. It's your world. You can make the choice. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I've overcome a lot of obstacles coming here. I've looked back in my past and erased it. But is it really right to just make it so that I've never existed? Thinking back, it was a boring life. I wouldn't say it was entirely devoid of enjoyment, but if you ask me whether I'd live the same life again, I'd absolutely refuse without a doubt. In fact, if I had to say I've come to hate it all, I wish my life had never even existed. And yet, I've learnt that my mum and dad gave their best efforts for me, clumsy as they were, and I know there's a person who valued me, going so far as to come to this world to encourage me. Can I make all of that something that never happened? And yet, that's not all. Seeing Yuzi and UTSURO, I've had a thought. If UTSURO'S life had never existed, what would become of Yuzi's feelings? Desperately turning to black magic, killing herself and wandering this world for years, and to finally realise her wish to meet her again, what would become of that? I'll make the choice to grant that wish or not, but I want UTSURO to see this out too, because it's her same wish, and this is her world I inherited. If only in pieces, learning about UTSURO from the mirrors have fulfilled the mirror's purpose. Ryotaro and Mishiro are both here. With these two, I'm sure we can get UTSURO'S memories back. Indeed, maybe a little of it. Really? Sister? Memory? Listen, Yutsuro Hinohara, you need to remember your birth, your death, and the one who loved you. Mishiro spoke at length of the things she'd seen and heard in this world. Her mother Tamaki, her father Rinzou, the Hinohara family she lived with, Yuzi. She spoke as Yutsuro's mirror, all that she knew. Oh, she changed form. I see. I haven't felt this in a long time. Yutsuro! Yuzi, you fool. I told you to forget about me if I died. Well, I couldn't. It is you, sister. Is it, Ayato? So even you ended up here. I didn't intend to hand the world over to you. I was even thinking of killing you to forcibly take back control. Even more so now that I've remembered my wish. I'm to raise my mother, my true father, myself. But alas, I've become in debt. It's a fact that if you hadn't been here, my mind would have stayed fragmented forever. Do as you like. Before I change my mind, my choice is... I shall see this out to the end. I won't do it. I can't. I can't do it anymore. And secret distress, Mum's painful effort, even Ryotaro's unusual concern for me. I can't just make it all be gone. And that's not all. For every mirror I broke, I'll vanish from the lives of the people I knew. And I'll also vanish from Ayato's world. But then what did Ayato die for? What did Tamaki step on the accelerator for? If it were just me, then fine, but to control the things of the people around me, I have no right. That's not my wish anymore! Are you really sure about that? Whatever you think, whatever you know, it won't actually change anything. Are you still giving up your wish? I am. I see. I, the mirror world, accept abandoning the wish. Its reason for being ends here. Huh? This world can vanish when the ruler's wish is granted, or they abandon it with clear intent. It won't be left up in the air like with Yutsuro. So will everyone here vanish? Except for you, Mishiro. To get straight to the point, you're not dead yet. Your soul has left your body, of course, but your body isn't actually dead. You drowned yourself, but as it happens, a passerby found you. They called it in right away, and though conscious, you were saved. It was a failed attempt. Mishiro, when your soul leaves here, it will be forced back into your body. But what you've done in this world won't be written off. The memories you erased by breaking the mirrors won't come back to you when you return to life. You didn't actually carry out your wish, so the actual past isn't gone, but your memories of it will be. Maybe you remember talking with me a bit, but things like meeting me at the lake. Are you still prepared to leave this place? Can you live in a world you've given up on living in once before? I'll live, because I'm not dead yet. I don't want to just throw away the life you've protected, Ryotaro, and by discarding the wish I inherited from UTSURO, I think it'll honour Yuzi's feelings. I see. That's a relief. I absolutely cannot understand my sister's wish, but you've made the choice for her. It might sound sort of trite, but I want you to live my sister's share. I want you to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do. Smile for my sister. That's my dream, Terry. I'll try my best. There are people who value you. There are people who'd be sad about your death. It may be a bit warped to immediately, but I'm one of them. The world's not that much of a disappointment, you see. So I've done my best to encourage you. You're really something, you know. You've really picked yourself back up. You went and learnt not only your wish, but mine, Yuzi's, and Mishiro's. Old Ryotaro wouldn't say much. Try to get along with Sis when you get home. Right. I'll try to face with her. Thank you, Mishiro. Because of you, I could get back my memories and my wish. I learnt about UTSURO'S birth and death, and got to talk with her once more. I'm satisfied now. I really am. Maybe returning to life won't mean happy things all the time, Mishiro, but I'm sure you can get up and walk again. Since you saved so many people here, Mishiro, leave incense or something at my grave. Think of it like saying hi. I'll be sure to find your grave. I'd lost for the moment I broke, I suppose. I won't pull any mischief. I can accept this result, but I can't say I'm entirely satisfied. Ryotaro, who adored me as his sister, and Yuzi, who needed me in her life. I'm glad for the fact that I could talk with these two of them one last time. Yet, I'll fade right away still resenting that man, Rinzou, that woman, Tamaki. Surely I can be forgotten for that. Or forgiven for that. That's true. Sorry for taking over your world. Jeez, 7 years and it ends like this. As long as the ruler is satisfied, I suppose. Will UTSURO go to heaven too? Not sure about heaven or hell, but she'll be free from this world, to go where she goes. That's good. I say ruler, but you're more than a server, technically. Mishiro, once you get back and things settle down, you should visit my atelier. It's not complete, of course, but when you see the painting you modelled for someday. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little scared about how much I'll forget, but I won't lose my time in this world, and I won't ever wish to erase the events to come. It's time to go. After that, I regained consciousness in a hospital bed. Apparently, I'd been saved and my soul returned safely from the mirror world. Mother was there, looking at me in a way I felt she hadn't in years. Mishiro, you're awake! Thank goodness, have I lost you too? I'm sorry. I drove you to this, didn't I? My mother was shocked by my suicide attempt and apologised for her harsh discipline. My head felt very hazy. I only remembered that she was my mother, who became very strict at some point. It took a lot just to recognise that as real, and as I thought about it, fear and unease toward my mother came up as gaps in my memory. But it's okay. Ryotaro had told me about the pressure on your series and how death would tax me. Now that I was able to accept that, it was easy to hold my mother's hand. My brain had suffered memory loss and I could no longer remember many past events. I remembered Ryotaro was someone important to me, but I had no concrete memories of him. but I distinctly remember talking in the mirror world and felt considerable warmth from that alone. I clearly remembered Yuzi and Ryotaro too. I probably only met them in the mirror world. Well, are we along this path again? Mishiro Usui, is it? Hello, I'm Senshi Hinohara. A few days later I left the hospital. A man came to visit me. His last name sounded familiar. Could you be Ayato's friend? Yes, thank you for getting along with Ayato. Sisha Hyohara was Ayato's father, which meant he was the one who married Tamaki, and he was the father who Usui grew up with. I'm not sure if I should be saying this, but I'm really glad you regained consciousness. The driver who sped towards you, Ayato, she's no longer with us. Her body was found at Mirror Lake in a car that went up in flames. He meant Tamaki, his wife, but from Sishi's perspective, it would be impossible for me to know Tamaki. I felt it would be better to stay silent than to confuse him with unnecessary remarks. She was my wife. We met each other at school. She was a humble, art-loving, somewhat naive woman with a radiant smile. Her final scene came at an end of a long sorrow, but I won't ask you to forgive her. Still, if it's alright, could you visit Ayato's grave sometime? Of course. Not only Ayato, but UTSURO and Tamaki. Now maybe I can offer them prayers. Wonderful. Hello. Oh yeah, this is it feels very nostalgic. This is Ayato's shack of some sort. I forgot what his proper name is now. But teddy bear, memento of UTSURO, is in Mishiro's room now. Huh, the old file said to be taken away. What a ruinous way to end this video with using a fire extinguisher again. No. Bottles on open, yep. Art supplies. Look at the canvas. Not yet, because that's surely going to end the video. Lined with photo albums and books of paintings. It was Ayato's treasure collection. Look at the canvas. Yes, please. It might sound sort of treated, but I want you to live my sister's share. I want you to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do. Smile for my sister. That's my dream too. Oh, that's so adorable. Oh, Ayato Hinohara, blank dream. Ayato. It's... Oh, that's so cute. Sorry, I get personal attachments to these games when sad stuff, well, happy stuff like this comes to pass. It's not a dream anymore. Aww. Don't give up your wish. No matter how hard life can be, you must always press onwards. Even though I came to a conclusion of this game in the first good ending, I'm gonna give off my proper conclusion of this game, and this has scares, it has a lot of story, it has a lot of backstory, and it is a whole lot of fun to play. Now someone with the name of Markiplier compared this to The Witch's House, and I must say, because of the graphics of this game, I would say that visually, this game, with its story, is much better. The scares as well is on par as well, so I must say that this game, Witch's House is a very good game, but this is even better. I'm saying that right now, that this is probably one of the best games that you can download as a freebie. I'm not sure, I might even have to say that this is the best RPG horror game I've ever played. That's hard to say though, because there's lots of different perspectives and different stories, and the creator puts a kind of like their own individual niche into the games as well, which is also wonderful. And I don't know, maybe one day I would like to create my own RPG horror game of my own perspectives, or maybe even someone else does it from a storyboard that I created. I'm not sure. I would love to do that when I'm older, make a game. I've always wanted to go to one of her exhibitions. Sure enough, she carries the blood of a mad genius Rinzou Usuri. I thought I saw Rinzou touch too at first, but she self-taught is totally different from Rinzou's art. Though I suppose so, how unusual, in her 20s and climbing so high with her own style. She's not just riding off her ancestor. Rinzou was realistic, while she's more impressionist. That's true. I did feel Mirror World was too unusually abstract to be Rinzou's style. Seeing is believing. You can tell me the unique mood in her art from a glance. True. Now I'm really getting excited to see it. Her most famous masterpiece of all. Her... Okay. Ending one blank dream. Her fantasy. To live in a dream within white canvases. I'm thinking about it now. That painter from the Realm of Love did kind of represent a shadow of Rinzou. So anyways folks, I hope you've enjoyed this game. I thoroughly loved this game. Please try it out if you have not done so already. And check out some of my other playlists that I've done of games like this, of Misao, of The Witch's House, of Mermaid Swamp, of The Crooked Man, of The Sandman. Did I say The Witch's House? Oh yeah, I probably said that. Of Mad Father, and a few others. Go check them all out. But I'd just like to say this right now, that this will definitely be a game that I will remember for a very, very long time. I may even play it again in some spare time. But as for now, I'm going to call this game a close. And I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Bye bye.